good with me.
Do you want to do a close-up on him? I'll talk and I'll talk as him. And then, actually, I need this. Okay. If you can hold.
Sure, I'll hold it for you. So I guess the first thing that we want to do is I want to talk to you directly about being in Star Wars. When you first heard that you were going to get the part of this robot in Star Wars, what was your reaction?
I'm here in Leicester Square in London for the premiere tonight of Episode 3, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. I met George Lucas in 1975, a different century, just up the road at 20th Century Fox, and here I am all these years later.
Did you think that 30 years from that point you would see all this would be this big?
I actually refused to meet George Lucas because I didn't want to play the part of a robot. I was a serious actor. I was at a theater down the road there. And now here I am because Star Wars just took off. George Lucas was the only person who really believed in his project then. And, you know, good luck to him for bringing all these fans and more here today.
You actually have a special place in the Star Wars world. You're one of the few people to be in all 6 films. The extent of that commitment, 30 years to one sort of saga, was it something that you were reluctant to do, or you've been very happy to be a part of it all these 30 years?
I now have the kind of strange honor of being the only actor to be in all the Star Wars movies, and another little gem for me that I just got, having seen the movie, is that C3PO has the first line in the first movie, which is, "Did you hear that? They shut down the main reactor. Will be destroyed for sure. There'll be no escape for the princess this time." And he has the last line of Episode 3, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. You have to go buy a ticket.
What do you hope people take away from watching this latest film, the final installment of the Star Wars saga?
There's so much in this movie that there is something for everybody. Just like in the whole saga, it's become this one enormous story, and you can take from it the thrill of the battle scenes. You can take from it the affection of the human characters for each other, the love indeed, which is the problem with this movie, where love leads Master Anakin. And you can take away some of the good versus evil stuff. You can also take away a great bonding of fans across the world, many of whom are here today with their lightsabers, but also people who don't dress up, people who just get some kind of deep mythic story from George Lucas where good can get there.
Everybody knows that Anthony Daniels is C3PO, but what else has Anthony Daniels done that might be under the radar besides Star Wars, and where do you go from here? After Star Wars is over, you still continue to want to act, I assume.
Of course, most people know me as C3PO,
right.
But there is life beyond that, fortunately. Otherwise, I would have gone crazy. Can you imagine being him every day of the year for 30 years? I don't think so.
Especially with the costume the way that it is, right?
Yeah, the costume doesn't lead to a relaxed life. You know, 3PO is very uptight, partly because, of course, he's very restricted. Life goes on as normal, as usual, and I have quite another life from besides this. And I don't spend my days standing in Leicester Square. But it's been a great fun ride, and frankly, it's not over yet. You know, there's a huge area of Star Wars besides the actual film, so TV series and things like that. So much as I might think of putting 3PO away for a while, he has a habit of jumping out of his box and saying, "Come with me."
When you put the advances in technology might be able to make special effects a lot better, but does it make the outfit better for you to wear?
You know, I have to tell you that I'll say that again. I have to tell you. I'll tell you that you'd think the advances in technology would actually have them create a better costume than, you know, this one. This isn't the real one. This is a toy. But it has to be the same shape because that's the person you know and hopefully love. And it means that it's the same one over the last, quarter of a century nearly, and more than a quarter of a century. And I have to stay slim. I have to work out most days to stay strong enough to do it.
And I guess that's it. Anything else I'm missing that you want to add?
No.
I guess what's the most important part about Star Wars in your life? Is it meeting the fans? Is it being in the films? Is it the merchandising? Is it being the most identifiable character, perhaps, in the world?
It's... Good. Got to a little quiet bit in the music here so I can talk.
It's the denouement, right?
The most important thing for me, well, I guess two important things. One, the love and support of the fans, and two, the paychecks.
Cheers.